Good morning, everyone. Yeah, okay, it's still morning. It's starting to get dark in game, though. Hmm? Getting dark in the game. She's like, I'm out. Leaving server. We're gonna do some seeding. Is this field ready for seeding? Hey, look, there's a butterfly. Catch the butterfly. Squirrel. Okay. Yeah, I set up a seeder here last time we were playing. Let's do some seeding. Oh, let's synchronize first. So our forest fire season has started. Not too smoky out yet, but it's going to get smoky out. Drove past our first forest fire on Thursday. Hey Jonathan, how's it going? So it's out of control, but it's grown a lot. In the last 2 days it's grown from 60 hectares to almost 150 now, something like that. So it tripled in size in the last 2 days, so that's not good. Let's get some seeding done. Hey guys, this is a multiplayer game, so join on in. What are we seeding? Canola? Okay. Let's seed some canola. You're making some bales. Yeah, I'm in the middle of baling as well, or wrapping square bales. I'm like, let's get this seeded first. Okay, so this is field 18. Field 19 wasn't ready yet. I wonder if field 15 is ready. Did we buy another field? Field 17 is a grass field. Yeah, we haven't bought any other fields yet. So we're going to end playing on this map here very soon. We're going to move. As soon as Welker Farm's map is updated, we're going to, if it's less buggy, more playable, we're going to move to that map. Which is exciting. What's that? I would think so. Yeah, it'll be room to have a lot more big equipment, so should be a fun map to play. I think I'll go around the outside once and then we'll do something weird. Should we make some crop circles? Little fly bothering me. Go away, fly. Go away. Go away. Leave me be. I told you to go away. Why am I so interesting? Go bother Farmer Joe. It looks like field 15. I think that's... Yeah, so field 15 is ready to be harvested or seeded as well. So I got 2 fields we need to seed here. Oh, you're talking real world. Okay, yeah, we were watching near Bridal Falls. A guy had been baling round bales, and he cut the grass. Bridesville, not Bridal Falls. Bridesville, completely different place. Um, he cut his grass and windrowed it in a pattern so that the bales, he was side hilling baling around bales. That way they didn't roll all over. And there was a spot, there was this big dip, and he had to, there's a different field, another field across the road the other side. This big dip, round field, he couldn't side hill it that way. So he had to drive down to the bottom of the hill, open the bale, unload it there, and then go back to baling every single time so that the bales wouldn't be rolling through fences and into the trees and stuff like that. I'm like, huh, I guess it's a real world problem, not just an in-game problem. Okay, let's make some crop circles. Let's start right on the number 18. Well, number 18 doesn't look too centered on the field though. Let's see if we can kind of center ourselves on the field. That looks pretty good right there, right? This thing turned tight enough. Yeah. uh, I think I'm being funny. We'll see how close to the center I guessed as we get to the outskirts. Get dizzy here. The circles get bigger and bigger and bigger here pretty quick. Farmer Joe says she cannot watch me playing Flight Simulator. She gets so dizzy watching me because I make some very erratic maneuvers. If you do that in a real plane, the wings will fall off. I don't think we'll play with the Seasons mod. It's awesome mod to be playing with single player. It sure makes the game harder and more realistic, but I don't think we'll play it. Maybe I'll change my mind, but I don't think we'll play with the Seasons mod. Maybe if we get to a big enough farm that we're rich and money is no object, maybe. Driving in circles. How are we doing on the map? Yeah, it's not quite round, but we're doing okay. Doing okay. Where is Farmer Joe? Field 4. Way over here. Making marshmallows. Yeah, at least you can see those marshmallows in the dark. So if you don't feed your animals, do they actually die? No, they just don't produce well. In the Seasons mod, they'll actually die if you leave them in the trailer. Huh. I did that once. Forgot the animals in the trailer. Poor things. Yeah, it feels really good to relax. The last 2 weekends have been so busy. Camping and stuff. They were awesome. So enjoyed it, but it's nice to have a relaxing day, just play some video games. We're gonna go chopping. It's a nice relaxing day. Starting to get a nice slow sweeping corner now. Thumb's gonna hurt from turning the steering wheel the whole time. I guess I didn't think that through, did I? I'm gonna make it so I don't need to use any utensils to eat today. It's a different hand. My eating hand will be good. Gonna make it. I thought you were trying to make my life easier, not harder. Chopsticks. That's one hand thing too. You started this conversation trying to make my life easier. Now you're trying to make it harder. What happened? Where did I go wrong? What's that? Oh, you have a bunch of bales that all rolled to one hedge? Yeah. Gotta set it up like a real farmer and try to cut it so that they drop them so they don't roll. I don't have that problem anymore with square bales. It is nice. What's that? Not very often. Farmer Joe says real world, you don't see round bales being transported very often. Most of them are square bales. There's not a lot of round bales being transferred along the highway. I think round bales are mostly used by older, smaller farms for their own cattle. People that are selling hay and straw are baling them square because it's so much easier to transport on semis. And you can transport more. There's not these open spaces. Yeah, the only round bales you see is mostly small local farmers. Having said that, in Manitoba, all the paper mills there had round bales. Thousands and thousands of piles of round bales stacked on top of each other. Getting close to the edge here. Closer anyway. Not a bunch of passes, but we're getting closer. This is my biggest field anyway, so it's taken a while. Seed all of this. What? I can get it. Oh yeah, that would work. Yeah, just take my tow rope and pull it out. Yeah. But even with that, be careful when you tow it out so it doesn't bounce around funny. Because you can winch it in too, manually winch it in without being in the tractor pulling. That's a nice slow pull. Which side are we going to touch the edge first? Over here on this side, looking fairly close. Maybe this side right here might be the closest. Let's take a look on the second side over here. I think that's closer over here ahead. Might be closer to the hydro pole there. Might be the closest point there. What about the other side of the field? I didn't really pay attention to the other side. Oh, this side looks pretty close. I think this might be the first side to touch. Pretty sure. Pretty sure we'll touch this side first. Yeah, confident we'll touch on this side first. So I didn't start the center quite centered. It's okay? It's just a blind guess, so I didn't measure it. Are we still fairly circular? Yeah, it's still it's a little off, but it's not too bad. Fairly decent circular. But yeah, you can see this here is the narrowest section. This would be the second narrowest, and then third over here. While we're looking there, let's take a look. Oh, field 19 might be seeded already. It's growing. Yeah, that's seeded already. Oh, we don't have to worry about field 19. 19 is done. We're doing 18. We have to do 15 still. Okay. And my grass fields are growing. I'm still not done picking up the bales from the last one, but they're growing already. I'm a little behind there. I figure that was my lower priority. Make less money off of bales than these crop fields. It is very quiet today. Nice quiet day. I don't mind a quiet day. I'd be playing this video game anyway. If there's 20 of you watching or one of you watching, I'll be playing the game anyway. So it doesn't matter if our chat is lively or relaxed. Although I do enjoy the conversation with you guys, so I like comments. Lots of comments. But I'll be honest, this isn't... Most of you guys that are subscribed to me don't come from my live videos. I could treat these as Q&As for trucking. Play this. But then I should really be playing Trucking Simulator, but I really enjoy Farming Simulator, and I don't want to do any more trucking on the weekend. I do enough trucking in the real world. But yeah, feel free to ask me live questions related to trucking while I'm streaming here. Ugh. It's definitely getting darker in game pretty quickly. Yeah, yep. As soon as it gets dark, the field's going to need weeding. That seems just about right. In fact, let's see if there are any weeds out there already. I don't see any weeds out there yet. We are currently weed free. Currently weed free. If weeds do pop up, that'll be my first priority. Get those weeds out of there before it gets dark. Lag. That's not good. Now it looks like my stream is having some issues with quality as well. That's not good at all. Oh, there she goes. I see her flying by back there. I caught you. She's driving the same tractor I'm driving. Seems to be the tractor of choice. It's the biggest tractor we can get with narrow tires. I don't currently have narrow tires on this one, but it is the biggest tractor we can get with narrow tires. You're admiring my bales, or are you going to steal my bales? Both. just have a sneaky suspicion this is about the time the weeds show up. I'm thinking they're gonna pop up. Are they there yet? I don't see them there yet. There we go. Got to one of the edges. Huh. They should do some weird seating like this for corn mazes. Just so you don't know what's north and south anymore. That'd make corn mazes an extra difficulty. Get lost a little easier. What's that? You want to go to a corn maze now? Well, maybe this fall we'll have to find one. Well, they'll probably be going up pretty soon. Some of that corn's getting pretty tall. Yeah, usually it's a Halloween thing. So what did I plant on the other field? Sunflowers. Okay, sunflowers. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. This is weird. It's like I don't know how to turn right. Been turning left for such a long time, I don't know how to turn right. What's that? You owe me $4. Terrible. I break my bank. You're expensive. $4 makes you expensive. Oh boy. Wait till we've gone shopping? Yeah, that is going to be expensive. Got to do our budget before go shopping. Give you a budget. Oh, the other tractor's got the baler behind it, right? So if weeds show up, I might just have to grab this tractor and put narrow tires on it. Hey, Kenworth for Life, how is it going? Oh. Got a text. I'm trying to text and drive. Not this week. I didn't break anything major this week. I broke something minor this week. Did you hear about what I broke last week? That was pretty major. Probably the most major thing I've done yet. I'd say that's been the most expensive thing I've done yet. Wasn't my fault, but it is. It was big. It was big. Yeah, I didn't do a stream last week. Oh, I guess no, I didn't do a stream last week. I did not post any Instagram photos. It's that big. I have photos, but I didn't post any. Um, yeah, that was big. The minor thing this week is just a minor air leak. The truck's in the shop for a minor air leak that I couldn't fix myself. But yeah, last week was interesting. So I'll try to start. It's a bigger story, so we'll start with. Okay, so we'll start with my trailers that I was running. SB161. I went to Salmo, cleaned all my stuff out of those trailers, and put them into a really old set of trailers. Put all my stuff from the set of trailers that's only 2 years old into a really, really old trailer. Well, a really old trailer is about 10 years old. A set of trailers that hasn't been running on the road, had a lot of mechanical issues. Repainted it, redeckled it, new lights, safetied it, went through all the whole thing, maintenance. But you know, a trailer that hasn't been running for a while is going to have little hiccups. So I was very nervous about that set of trailers. So basically I dropped my set of trailers. This is what the plan was. Drop off my set of trailers. Somebody else will get them. They're a nice set of trailers. I just didn't like them a lot, the setup, the way they were. And I've proven to dispatch that I take care of my stuff mechanically. I do a good job. So they're giving me a brand new set of Depkers. Beautiful brand new trailers. I posted pictures of those on Instagram. So you might have seen me picking up a brand new set of trailers. So the goal was to drop my current set that I had off at Salmo, pick up this really old set, throw a load on top of that old set, and bring them to the coast. It's about a 7-8 hour drive. And then I would unload the load there and then drop them off at an auction house over there. They'd get sold. You saw the pictures of the brand new trailers? Yeah, those are the brand new trailers. I'll get into some problems with the brand new trailers already too, but it's a thing that's going to happen, right? There's the reason for warranties. Brand new trailers have issues too. But that's for after. So I picked up the old set of trailers. I spent an hour and a half doing a pre-trip on those trailers. I was nervous about those trailers. They're old. I went through everything on those trailers, every last detail. I found 2 lights that were marker light, a signal light that was out, and a tire that was flat. And that's all I found mechanically wrong with it. I spent a long time going through it. Checked everything you would check. All the air lines, the brakes, the hubs, any loose brackets, anything like that, the lights, the fifth wheel, the landing gear, everything, right? Check everything over. And then I kept checking them over. So every time I got to a brake check, there's quite a few brake checks. 1, 2, 3, 4 brake checks. In that 7 hour drive, there's 4 brake checks, and then I made additional stops between that, more than the brake checks, and kept checking those trailers because they've been so nervous about running this old set of trailers that I don't know anything about. So I drove all the way from Castlegar and kept checking on the trailers, and sure enough the signal light stopped working, so I had to spend half an hour rewiring the thing, figuring that out, and I got it all working again and kept going. I'm like, it's worth dealing with this hassle. Just has to make to the coast, unload, and then I get to go pick up my brand new set of trailers. And if this brand new set of trailers is set up the way I think it is, they're saying it is set up the way I want them to be set up, I'd be very happy. Which turns out to be a beautiful, beautiful setup. It's a driver's truck or trailer. It's just gorgeous trailers. But I didn't make it to the coast. I made it almost to the coast. If you look on a map, I made it all the way from Chilliwack to Abbotsford. I made it through all the mountains, or not Chilliwack. I made it all the way from Castlegar to Abbotsford. Through all the big mountains. I'm just on the flat open ground now. The last little way to go to make it down to Richmond, unload, and then drop off the trailers. Passing a slow car on the 4-lane highway. It's a freeway. And all of a sudden I feel this massive tug in the truck. I'm like, what? Look in the mirrors and all I see is sparks. And here goes my pup into the median ditch. And I'm carrying 2x2s lumber and toothpicks all over the ditch. There was lumber everywhere. So my air hoses obviously got yanked in half between the two trailers, which locks up the trailer tires on the first trailer, so that caused black lines. So I just stopped. Okay, assessed the issue. It's like, okay, let's get off the highway. So I dragged the highway or the trailers a little bit further down the road, just a couple of 100 feet. A little pullout there, not really a pullout, but a grass where it's wider, where I could pull into the ditch, get off the highway, and then I'll figure out stuff. So what happened is somehow the fifth wheel failed on the lead trailer, and the pup just decided to stop hanging on and decided to go for a ride into the ditch. I was very, very lucky that the pup decided to go for the median instead of for the car I was passing. So nobody got hurt. I did very little damage. I parked off the road, didn't block the highway. A cop happened to be going the other direction on the freeway. She did a U-turn and called the ambulance and fire right away. So they all showed up almost immediately. So that was exciting. I sent them on their way right away. The first question is anyone hurt? And I'm like, no, we're all fine. That's just me. And Jess wasn't with me. So the cop wanted to have all these answers. What happened? What? I'm like, I don't know. You got here the same time I did. She goes, can you keep driving with the front trailer? I'm like, I don't know these answers yet. Let me get phone calls done. Let's make sure tow trucks are on the way. The fire department didn't give me an option on that. They called a tow truck and said, hey, this is what's going on. So I got cards from all that stuff, got all that stuff worked out. I gave the cop my paperwork so she could deal with that. And I'm like, once I've got this figured out, I'll assess my trailer and see if I can continue on the road with my front trailer. And I did. I got all that figured out, assessed the front trailer, checked for any air leaks. I just had to cut the valves off to the rear trailer so that the air stopped leaking, everything aired up, no flat spots on the tires. So I was good to go. So I was only parked there for an hour and I was moving again. So tow truck company was going to deal with the pup. And yes, Brooke, this is a PC game. Tow truck company was dealing with the pup and the lumber. And I dealt with the lead. I delivered the front half of the load the next morning. I had to redo the paperwork. I have a printer in the truck, so that made it easy. So I just went outside and wrote down all the tag numbers to see what lumber I still had. And yes, this is multiplayer on PC, and you're welcome to join. All the information you need, Brock, is down in the description below. Everything is in there, including the password to this server. So everything you need is in the info down below. So yeah, the tow truck company picked up all the lumber, got it all off. The pup, I don't know how much damage was on it, but the landing gear was definitely broken off, obviously. And the lead, the fifth wheel, is obviously broken or something wrong with it. And the bumper where the pup kind of hit was bent. But yeah, I delivered the front half of the load, brought it back to the same shop that the pup was going to, and bobtailed to Kamloops and picked up my brand new set of trailers. Good thing the pub won't fall off in ATS. That should be a real problem. Simulation. Where things go wrong if you didn't do your pre-trip. Sounds good, Brock. Looking forward to you joining. Got lots to do. So yeah, it was definitely an exciting week. Not this last week, but the week before. Got very exciting. And then I picked up the brand new set of trailers, got a load on them, and within 80 kilometers of getting the load, I pulled over, and guess what? It's brand new trailers once again. Brand new trailers. I'm almost, not quite as nervous, but almost as nervous on brand new trailers as old set. I don't know these trailers. I worked at Load King building these trailers. I know the things that can go wrong on a brand new trailer. People have pulled out with a brand new trailer and their wheels fell off, so they just assumed they had a brand new trailer and just kept driving, thinking that everything would be good on a brand new trailer. No, treat a brand new trailer like an old trailer. Pull over in 80 kilometers, make sure none of the... That's fine, Brooke, you don't need a mic. Just join us in game and you can listen. You can type messages to me if you got questions. I don't have Discord up anyway. So the new trailers, two of the hubs went completely milky white on them. It's like, well, we got water in the hubs. Apparently that's a common thing for brand new trailers because they can sit in a lot somewhere for a year before they get sold. So we had to drain the oil out, refilled it, and it hasn't been a problem since. And then driving on the road, I had a car pointing at my trailers and showing, motions of, hey, boom, blow up, something's wrong. So I pulled over, couldn't find anything wrong, opened the windows and just drove slowly where there's no noise. It's like something's rubbing, something's grinding. And so it took me a while to figure out exactly what. All of the dust covers on the inside, they're basically covers that cover the brakes and the drums, brake drums, so that you don't get dust and mud, and keeps them cleaner and drier and less snow in them. All of those were mounted so close to the drums that they were rubbing against the drums. So it took me about 50 minutes, 45 minutes to crawl underneath there, loosen up every single one, pull them back a little bit off the drums and retighten them. So those are the two things I found wrong with the new trailers. But I love the new trailers. Oh, there's one more thing. I'm going to get someone to do a little grinding on the trailer. One of the winches is welded a little bit off center, which makes it a useless winch when you have a strap going the other direction on it. It's a minor little thing that I can fix next time I have a grinder. Brooke says you're still going to be in the stream so you can hear me. Perfect. It'll be a little delay though, because there's always a delay in YouTube, but that's fine. The name is Farm Boy. Yeah, that's a good name. I like the name. It seems fitting. So yeah, it was definitely exciting with old trailers and new trailers. But I love the layout of the new trailers. No more knuckle busting. The winches are mostly placed in really, really good places. It's the 3-bar winches, so it's really and wider 3-bar winches, so it's really easy to get straps into them. It's got the Oregon little side skirts over the wheels, so it's legal in Oregon when it rains. My old set of trailer was only legal in Oregon when it was not raining. We don't go to Oregon very much, and I only go to Portland, so it wasn't a huge deal. Next up is a new truck. Yeah, they wanted to give me a new truck a couple of weeks ago, but it once again didn't have an upper bunk. They wanted to give me a special fundraiser truck for prostate cancer, Plaid for Dad, and I'd be so proud to run that truck. It was a beautiful plaid truck. But with Jess and myself, those bunks, the beds are too small to sleep in the same bed, 2 people in the same bed, so I politely declined. I would have definitely been proud to run that truck, but I don't know what it was. If it was a Kenworth or a International or a Western Star. I'll have to see when I see it on. I think there was a picture of it on our website, maybe. Maybe not yet. What's the name of the game? So you can put in the password. Isn't that information down below too? It should say Juan Rempel, maybe YouTube, join us or something like that. But if you just search my name, I think. Does it give me this information in here? I don't remember. Should be in the description below. Unless I've changed it, but if you search... Huh? Okay, so Farmer Joe, she joined. She said it's Juan Rempel, YouTube, join us, or something like that, or join me, something like that. So just search my name, Juan Rempel, and it should show up. You don't even know how to play Farm Sim anymore. You've been playing Trucking Simulator. Yeah, I'm still running a really good truck. My International, for a over 3-year-old truck, is not having that many breakdowns. Um, the overheating issues was just, hey, we got to get the mechanic shop to actually clean it the way we told them to clean it. And once they did, problems were done. It would have been nice if they had put it back together and I hadn't, you know, if they had attached that rad hose and I hadn't blown out 11 jugs of coolant. That would have been nice of them, but they fixed it correctly, so not many breakdowns. It really doesn't. Kenworth for life. If you would see the breakdown list that this batch has to deal with on all the other trucks, my truck is one of the trucks that breaks down less than all the other drivers. And that is because I do my pre-trips. I take care of my truck. I do the maintenance. I check the oil. When there's a small problem, I notify right away. Okay, I might have quite a few breakdowns, but my breakdowns are small, little problems. Other people are blowing up engines and having big, serious issues. And they're getting tickets and getting down for days. So my truck is one of the best trucks for 2016 truck. Mine is one of the best trucks still out there. You'll find that my truck's on a 4-year lease. Most trucks start breaking down like crazy after 3 years. A 3-year lease would be my preferred way, but trucks start getting more and more problems after 3 years. Yeah, airlines is, you know what, airlines is a big deal. Airlines are prone to failure. It's a really reliable, safe option. When something goes wrong, the brakes lock up. You will stop if there's an big airline issue. It's a very safe way of running trucks. Unlike trains, if you lose brakes, if you lose pressure in the brake system, trains are runaway. On a truck, if you lose air pressure in a brake system, they stop. They will stop one way or the other. It might not be a controlled stop, but they will stop. And airlines are prone to failure. Airlines are always rubbing and leaking, and air is just it's going to be a problem. All on a brand new truck, you'll have airline problems. Can't find it. International server? It's there. Another option will be to search for this map. There's a couple of ways of searching for it. Yeah, airline is definitely a obnoxious problem, but it's a continuous problem. Every few weeks there will be airline leak here or there. Like right now it's right underneath the hood, right by the firewall. The airline that controls my radiator fan has got an air leak in it. And it's a special customized part for internationals. I couldn't get it fixed in Chilliwack when I found it. So I brought it back to, it was a small leak. It would still pass safety. So I was like, okay, don't worry about monkeying around with it. I'll just drive with the air leak, keep an eye on it. If it becomes worse, then we'll deal with it then. But get it to Penticton, and I found it yesterday, so it's parked it at the dealership last night and told them what the problem was. They're going to fix it for free for Setco because they forgot to put the rat hose back on a couple of weeks ago, and I blew coolant out everywhere. It's like, it's the least they could do is didn't find it. Farmer Joe joined. Okay. Let's see what I have written in my description. Multiplayers are welcome. Where's my... Oh yeah, Juan Rempel. Yeah, if you search Juan Rempel, it'll show up. If you're international server, and make sure you don't have the tabs on the bottom. Map is Marwell Manor. All the info is in here. All the info is in the description here. So yeah, search Juan Rempel. You don't even need to put the rest of it in there. Just search Juan Rempel. It'll come up. Good thing airlines can't leak an ATS. Yeah, and how would you fix it? I still think it would be an awesome game putting, let's take Farm Simulator, a Mechanic Simulator, and a Farming Simulator. Farming Simulator? Trucking Simulator, Farming Simulator, Mechanic Simulator, and put them all into the same game. So if you're into Trucking Simulator, great. You drive the trucks, come to my farm, pick up my grain, and deliver grain. Go to the dealership, pick up a tractor, deliver a tractor to the farm. You're playing the Trucking Simulator part of the game. If you're into the farming, you be the farmer part of the game. If you're into mechanics, then have mechanicals. Hey, a truck driver in Trucking Sim just broke down. You have to drive your tow truck to that trucker in Trucking Sim and fix the air leak in that truck, or the something wrong with the brakes, or there was an accident, or something like that. It would be awesome to put these three games into one game. And you could have multiplayer while one person's playing Trucking Simulator, another person's playing Mechanic Simulator, another person's playing Farming Simulator. And then there could be other missions that if I don't need a tractor currently, you can pick up a different mission. While if I order a tractor and you're in a different mission, I'll have to wait for that tractor to show up till you can make that delivery. If I'm not offering you enough money, then you'll rather do a different delivery first, right? So I think it'd be really, really cool. It'd be an impossible huge game, but it would sure be a sweet game. It would bring a lot more people together. So you could have mechanical issues in a Trucking Simulator, and the Mechanic Simulator could fix both the tractors and the trucks, right? I think that'd be... I think in the future gaming that would be a thing. What's that? Yeah, getting out of the truck and fixing it is nice too. Like, Oh yeah. Yesterday we had a unintentional break too. A motorcycle crashed on Sunday Summit. He was towing a trailer. You know, one of those motorcycles hauling a trailer. I think he took the corner as if he didn't have a trailer and rolled the trailer over and smashed him. And he was in such bad condition they needed to shut the road down and get an air ambulance to helicopter air ambulance in and helicopter ambulance. So that gave us a hour break there. We were chatting with other truck drivers and stuff. Yeah. But also when I crawled underneath the truck to fix all those rubbing dust covers. But in game, yeah. And if and you could buy the game separately. They would be DLCs. You want to play the American Truck Simulator or Farming Simulator or be the mechanic, you only buy that part of the game. If you want to do your own mechanic, your own fixes on your tractors, or trucks, you'd have to buy that part of the game. So you can multiplayer with people that don't all own the same part of the game. I don't know, it would be a pretty cool feature, I think, a pretty good option. Getting out of the truck in game would be a nice feature as well, because in real life we do it. And you should have to do brake checks. Get out of the truck at brake checks and get out and make sure. I guess, yeah, brake checks isn't as big in the US. British Columbia has a lot of brake checks, and they're mandatory. You legally have to stop. In Washington, I see every now and then it's like, oh, there's a little pullout over there, and the sign on the side says it's a brake check. You don't legally have to pull over, but they have a spot that people can pull over. I'm like, okay, in the future I'll pull over there and stretch my legs and check my brakes to make sure they're good before I go down this long hill. And you wish the weigh stations were more realistic too. Yeah, slow right down and slowly roll over the scales, and it'd be cool to have you forced to be inspected as well. Like, stop, bring your papers, make sure you're legal, get an inspection. Yeah, I spent Thursday night, Friday morning at a scale. The truck stop I was going to stop at was packed full. I'm like, well, going to the scale. It says no parking everywhere, authorized vehicles only. I'm like, well, you want me to drive on no hours or you want me to park here? I'm parking here. I'm like, I'll be out of here before you guys open anyway, which ended up not being true. I woke up and the scale's open. I'm like, well, at least I parked way out of the way. Not at their inspection part of it, but like another 20 trucks joined me as well, so there was a whole bunch of us parked there. And I had a max load. I was maxed out on weight. The brand new trailers, I'm like, it blew away the forklift driver. These new trailers are lighter. Hey Brooke, are you on international server? When you search, make sure you turn other tabs off. Right? There's options. I assure you, I'm there. Would you be willing to log out and try? No, but I could communicate. I'll just tell him that I can do that, or get you to do that. I'll ask him. Should I ask him? Should I ask him? Hello? Oh, oh. I got my microphone muted. Apparently I'm not even talking to you. Oh, great. Uh, what did I all say? How far back do I have to go? Okay. Okay, so Brooke. Um, okay. Um, our mods. Do you have the mods turned on so it shows all maps, not just all games, not just games with the same mods as you. All games, not just the same map. All games, not including no password and password games. Um, it'd help if I didn't have my microphone muted. Farmer Joe says she's logging out to see if she's going to help you out, and then I can walk you through it and see if there's something missing. So she's logging or joining game, selecting her character, international, yeah, international, and then it comes up for her right away, but if she searches just Juan Rempel and have the filters, so it shows all maps, all languages, max player to at least 16, no passwords off, no full games off, and only installed mods DLCs off. It should pop up right away. It popped up right away for Farmer Joe, and it is called Juan space Rempel space YouTube space join space us. But you just have to search my name. Get the spelling right for my name. It's in the description below. And as long as your filters are set to show all maps, all languages, max players 16, no passwords is off, no full games is off, and only installed mods and DLCs is off, it should show up right away. When you turn everything off, you have to hit the search again. It doesn't update properly, but I had my microphone on for that, did I? Okay, I hope I did. Is that helpful, Brooke? How we doing? I thought you said it was Brooke. It's Brock? Farmer Joe says it's Brock. Brock it is. Unless you correct me. You joining back in, Farmer Joe, or you haven't decided yet? If we run out of work, we'll definitely speed up time through night. Looks like I'm almost out of seed. Almost. I think I'll get it done, this field done. I think I will, but we'll see. But it's there. Did you turn off the options just like I said, the filters? If you set those filters the way I said and then search my name, Quan Rempel, it will show up. Unless you're not on PC and you don't have the most updated game. Right. There's got to be something you're missing, because I am here. Farmer Joe has got no problem finding me. Pops up as soon as she puts the right options in the filters. So you are on the PC, right? You're playing Farming Simulator 2019. It's updated to the newest version. I'm playing on Steam, so Steam automatically updates my game. I would love more people to join, but I didn't know finding me would be that hard. People have joined quite often and had no problems, but every now and then there's someone like comes along that just can't find me. It's like I don't know how to make it any clearer. I wish I knew how to make it clear, but I don't. Okay, let's fold this up. Fill up a seed again. What are we going to plant on the next field? Someone have an option in... What's that? Bananas? That's not a seed option here. Sorry. Not planting any banana plants. And bananas are... Oh, I need more money. Bananas are not trees, they're plants. Want me to plant peanuts? That'd be a cool crop to plant. Sugar cane. So I got sunflowers on that field. What does Farmer Joe have growing? Let's check that out. Oat. Soybean and more soybean. Okay, I was going to plant soybean. I'm not going to go for soybean. Maybe I'll go barley. I don't care what's in demand. It changes by the time it's ready for harvest. Let's do barley. Something different. I don't think I've done barley for a while. Okay, try to get this outside. It's always hard with all these trees. If we ever run out of stuff to do, maybe I should cut some of these trees down. Yeah, some of those trees are a pain to cut down in this map. we're moving to a different map anyway, so as soon as the update for Welker Farms comes out, we're going to move to Welker Farms if the bugs are all figured out. You're out of work on the farm here? Oh, you're doing a contract. Cool. Ooh, lunch sounds like a good idea. Looks like Brock won't be joining us here anyway. Can't find us, so maybe we'll call it an end to the stream and have some lunch. Then we'll go some chopping after lunch. I might do another stream later on tonight. Who knows? We'll see. Kind of play it by ear. Definitely do a stream tomorrow morning while I do laundry. Seems to be my Monday or my Sunday theme. Why am I getting tickled? Tickling is not allowed. I'll go around this field once and then we'll call it. Unless Brock joins us, we'll call it after I'm around this field once. If Brock joins us or anyone else joins us, we'll stream a little longer, but there we go. I shouldn't put a light mod in this game, huh? Do we have some light? Farmer Joe says no. Why no? It's usually buggy. Adds more leg. Come on. No. No go. Uh-oh. Semi crashes on Highway 33. It's a chip trailer. There's no corner. How'd you crash? I don't see a corner. Looks like it's a white truck, so I can guess what company that would be, but Huh, it looks like he just veered off the road and rolled over. We take Highway 33 all the time, so. Oh, so it's near Kelowna. Yeah, right by Rich. What's that town called? Joe Rich. Joe Rich community. Yeah, interesting. That's a 100-kilometer zone. So you must have been really, really boogieing. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Do hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed. Sorry, Brock, you couldn't figure out how to join. We do stream every Saturday and Sunday. Feel free to try most Saturday, Sundays, whenever we can. Try joining us again next time. I love the extra help on the farm. It's fun to have more players in here. We'll see you guys either later today or tomorrow morning.